This video contains content that may not be suitable for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. There are some that are wondering why people are buying up everything in the store. Because of this one reason. Martial law is in full effect. And see, a lot of people don't understand what goes on when there is martial law. They just think about the police, just pushing people around, but you have to stock up with your supplies. See, this coronavirus is stopping everything. I mean, the factories that produce goods, they have to shut down because people can't go to work because of the bans and quarantines. The truck drivers, they can't deliver goods because, hey, a person drives these trucks. And the stores, they are going to be shut down. So you're going to have these long lines at the stores because when they do let certain trucks in, they only have so many goods. So the line is going to be long, and the closer you are to the door, the better of a chance you have of getting what you want when you go to these stores. That's why people are stocking up and preparing themselves so, when the curfew, don't have to worry about leaving the house and going out for this and that. They have what they need at the house. And see, this is when the National Guards are going to come in because they're going to have those National Guards out there to control the people. After a couple weeks or so of this here and the food gets low and these lines get long at the store, and the people, that's getting close, but it's at the end of the line. The people that's somewhere around the end of that line, when they get into the store, they're going to look around. It's hardly nothing in the store. And when they do get into the store and see some goods, it's going to be some goods that they don't want. Or they're going to have limits on what you can get and don't have a big family. See, right now here in Houston, I think in one of these schools in my neighborhood, they're going to start distributing out food. So they know that this is finna get bad. And I always did say that, it is good to have you some farming skills so you can grow your own food in a time of a crisis like this. I mean, because there's only going to be so much food that they're going to distribute. And if you're at the end of that line, you just shit out of luck. And that's going to create chaos because no one is going to starve. That's when people are going to try to start robbing and stealing. I think that they're going to start searching for people that they think that has the coronavirus. And as many mistakes as law enforcement make, I know for sure they're going to go into the wrong house and jack up the wrong person. Maybe this is all about a sneaky way to get into people's homes. See how many guns you got in your house. What you got going on in your own home. Yes, I'm really wondering how long this coronavirus scare is going to last. Because, like I said, everything is shut down. And with everything shut down, how are you going to make money? You're not going to survive off of these rations that they're going to issue. And if you have money saved up, eventually you will end up broke if you keep spending money and not, replacing it. So I'm wondering how long is this going to last? And what type of relief will the government supply to the people like they did to the banking industry and the auto industry and like they're contemplating doing for the Asian community because of the money they are losing because no one wants to do business with them at this particular point in time. I'm wondering also, is this a sneaky way to try to get everything automated? That way you can't say, hey man, you have to worry about some human contaminating anything, because now we have machines doing it all. And if machines are going to do all the work, what kind of work will people do? How will people make a living? How will people feed themselves? And I'm wondering, how long will the law enforcement, military, people like that go along with these evil people? Because after all, they have relatives too. I am really glad that I was born in an era that I got a chance to see the world when it was, halfway decent, I would say. When you could have a good time. Those 80s, man, I mean, if you wasn't an adult during those 80s, you don't know what a good time was, because we had a magnificent time. But today is not a good time to live in. And I also understand that this one thing, too, is that in order for change to happen, especially for black people, the world has to go through something like this. And we as black people, we're going to suffer, too. But one thing about us in suffering, we know we've been going through this. So, this ain't nothing new for us. We'll be able to handle it. But the thing about this is, the reason why is because you're going through something. And once we get to the other side, things will be better. But America has to go through these different plagues and pestilence and all this other crazy mess. They got to go through this, man, because these rich people, they refuse to change. All they think about is money, different ways to make money. And they don't care anything about the people. The things that this country was actually based upon, they are trying to redo it. They don't want it anymore. They want this actually to be a communist country. Now, I said back in those 70s, when I was a little youngster, I just had a feeling that America was headed toward communism. Someone wants to be a dictator. And your boy Donald Trump, he wants to be a dictator. Whether or not it will be him or someone else, America is headed in that direction. And then when the people resist, say, hey, nah, man, we're not going for that, that's when they're going to use the military and these drones. So that is why people that are in the know are preparing themselves. They are stocking up. I mean, one thing about the end time and all that type of stuff, you don't know when it's going to come. But one thing you do know is going to come. And it will be better if you would be prepared than to be ill-prepared. I mean, praying just ain't going to get it. Because doesn't it say that prayer without works is nothing? So it's going to take a little more than prayer. See, people have to learn them some type of skills, like I say, man, on how to grow food, on how to repair machinery and computers, electronics. That's what is going to be the money in the future. What type of knowledge you have and the skills. Well, that's where it's going on today. But you're going to really have that knowledge in the future, man, because as I say, if the machines and computers are doing all the work, how are you going to make money? And I want to make my own money. I don't want what you're going to give me, what your government is going to issue me. I don't want that. I want to get my own. And how can I get my own if if whatever I'm trying to produce, don't nobody want, because they can go get it from a damn computer or another damn machine. But like I say, man, America has to go through this. America and the world has to go through this until they acknowledge the wrong that they have done to black people all over the world. Genocide. They've wiped out a lot of black people all around the world. And they want to pretend as if nothing has ever happened. And as I say, man, it's very disrespectful to me as a black person when I hear when they even talk about them giving Asians or any other group of people here in America any type of funds for anything. Whereas the black man had to always pull himself up by the bootstrap. Why come you don't tell these other people to pull themselves up by the bootstrap? We're tired of the disrespect. And the Most High is tired of the disrespect. The forces of nature are tired of the disrespect. And if you don't change your ways, all you people are going to get wiped out. You're going to wipe yourselves out. We don't have to lift a finger because you, through your greed and ignorance, is going to wipe out your own race. So, in the meantime and between time, stock up on some non-perishable food items because we don't know how long this is going to last. And you don't want to get caught up in whatever type of mess that they have going on when this martial law kicks in. Stay up, my people.